All right, here we go. Let's do this. 12-3. Okay. I don't know. How many days have we spent on 12-3? I think it's just one. Yeah, it's just one. So 12-3 right at 12-4. Okay, so today's Tuesday, 4/27. Okay, this is 12-3. Tomorrow will be 12-4. We took a quiz on Monday. So we're rocking and rolling here. Knocking out the second to last chapter. Okay. Okay, so let's just review what we've been doing. We just took a quiz over this today. Okay, so we've been graphing quadratics. We've been looking for the axis of symmetry and the vertex based on the standard equation that they give us. Okay, so today we're actually going to go one step further. We're actually going to find a zero. Okay, this is a new word for you guys. A zero. Okay, what a zero is. What a zero is. It is the x. Ooh, is the mic on? Please be on. Okay, we're good. Okay, it is the x-intercepts of our parabola, where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, so we're going to take our quadratic and we're actually going to put it into intercept form. Okay, where we can clearly see the intercepts after we set both factors equal to 0 after we factor. Okay, so the reason why I call them zeros, see that I bet. Zeros, cool, artsy. I call them zeros because at these 2 points, the y value equals 0. Okay, that means it's on the x-axis. It's the x-intercepts. However you want to say it, everything means the same. X-intercepts, zeros, roots, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we're going to be using our factoring skills here. Okay, so once again, always start off with your set of parentheses. X and x, factors of 16. Okay, once again, let's look at the last term. What does the last term tell me? It tells me that either my sign's going to be the same or my sign's going to be opposite. Well, it's positive, so the signs have to be the same. Whether it's negative, negative, or positive, positive, we don't know that yet. Okay, what does tell me that? The middle term tells me what the signs are going to be. So if I have two positives, that means both my factors are also going to be positive. Okay. Okay, now what factors of 16 can add up to 8? Well, it's 4 and 4. Boom, boom. Okay. So now our new factors become, our new equation becomes x plus 4 times x plus 4. Well, you just set both those equal to 0, and you solve for x. We get x equals negative 4, and x equals negative 4. Is it necessary to write that twice? No. Okay, just once is all we need. Okay. So when you have just 1, 0, that means, so let's go ahead and find the vertex. So remember, vertex is negative b over 2a. So x equals negative b over 2a. Okay, so it's going to be x equals negative 8 over 2 times 1. X is going to be negative 4. Okay, but when I plug negative 4 back in, my vertex is going to give me negative 4 comma 0. So this and this should send off an alert in your brain. Why do those match up? Well, if I only have 1, 0, because a parabola is shaped like a U, right? So if it's facing up and down, it's going to have two intercepts, unless it's above and going up the x-axis. If it's going to cross the x-axis, it's got to cross twice. Okay, but here's the deal. When we have just one intercept, that means our vertex lies on the x-axis. So here is my vertex, and this is the upward facing parabola. Okay. So once again, I'll say that again. So when I only have one x-intercept, don't let that confuse you. That means it's a special case. That means a vertex is going to be on the x-axis. Okay. Let's do another one. So that's all we did. We're just sketching zeros. Find the vertex, sketch the zeros. No big deal. Start with your parentheses. X and x. Okay. Okay, my last term is negative. So that tells me the signs have to be opposite. Okay, if the signs have to be opposite, what factors of 6 can get me to -1? Well, I'm going to use 3 and 2. But since the middle term's negative, the bigger factor has to be negative. Okay, that when I do that way, when I go ahead and do 2 minus 3 in the FOIL process, I get -1. Okay, so my two intercepts, after I set both these terms equal to 0, that is the zero product property. We get x equals -2 and x equals 3. Okay, so let's plot -2 and let's plot 3. Next, we got to find the vertex. Okay. So we can either, does it tell us to find the vertex? A very quick, rough sketch. Oh, okay. So it's not even wanting us to. It's literally just wanting us to sketch it just with the x-intercept. So that makes our lives a lot easier. Okay. Now, remember, in factoring, you always want to see if you can take out a monomial first. When there's usually two terms, it's going, and they both have x in it, and that means we're going to have to take out a monomial. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take out an x in both. So remember, divide by x each term. So we have -x plus 5. Set both these terms equal to 0 and solve. Well, x is going to equal 0. That's pretty obvious. And x is going to equal, we subtract 5 over. Divide by -1, we get x equals 5, positive 5. Okay, so here's my 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it opens down. So it's going to look something like that. We're not even worried about the vertexes. We just want to find the zeros today. Okay, could we find the vertex? Yeah, I just did it in the first one. Okay, this is a cheat code. What kind of cheat code is this? Remember, this is difference of two squares. Okay, so all we got to do is take the square root of both of them. One positive, one negative. Okay, square root of x squared is just x. Square root of 25 is plus or minus 5. When I use the zero product property, which is setting every factor equal to 0 and solving, we get x equals -5. You really just switch the sign when it's like this. And x equals 5. Okay, so x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this opens up. So there we go. There's our rough sketch. That's it. That's all you're doing. So on the homework, it's just evens. Don't worry about anything else. Like, don't find the vertex like we did over here. Just give me x-intercepts and sketch. That's all they want you to do. Okay, it's really quick. All you do is factor, set each factor equal to 0, and solve for x. Okay, I just gave you 4 different types of problems you're going to get. Okay, let me know if you guys have questions. Good job on your quizzes. Most of you took them. Okay, see ya.